Across Nigeria's communities, from historic towns to rapidly expanding urban settlements, a civic conversation is unfolding. In Niger and in Nasarawa states, voices are rising, demanding inclusion, demanding representation, calling for legislative reform through the Special Seats Bill.
So I want to ask if any of us here has heard about the Special Seats Bill. If we know about it, you could raise your hand.
Community leaders, women groups, youth representatives, religious and traditional stakeholders gathered together focusing on one urgent question. How do we strengthen democracy through inclusion? The Special Seats Bill proposes designated legislative seats for women in Nigeria's national and state houses of assemblies, a structural response to decades of underrepresentation.
And today we are live at Suleja local government, where we're having a grassroots call to action on the Special Seats Bill. And we saw a lot of support from them. They are willing and they want this bill to be passed. So we are appealing to our legislators, our senators, and our leaders at the House of Reps. We are appealing to them to pass this bill.
Today I'm appealing. Please consider this bill and go through it and pass it.
We are calling for the Special Seats Bill to be actualized so that we can have a better society.
Saboda haka muna pleading the federal government, most especially ma administration na Tinubu, cewa a ƙara mata, more seat for mata, wanda zai bunƙasa zai kuma raya al'umma baki ɗaya.
I want to as well use this medium to appeal to the legislators, to the senators, and to the House of Reps that the Special Seat Bill should be implemented. As it is, for so long, the women have been marginalized when it has to do with governance and when it has to do with translation of leadership.
The people see the bill not as an abstract policy proposal, but as a solution to exclusion. What does representation mean for mothers, for daughters, and for communities historically excluded from power?
Truly, I am in support of this bill for the inclusion of women in the State National Assembly. So I want to say it with a very clear voice that the National Assembly should please, will be pleading now, because this bill has been there since 2022. We will be begging them that this is the right time. This is the right time that this bill should see the light of the day, because it is very, very important. It is timely.
I'm in support of the Special Seat Bill, as it gives our mothers, our sisters, the access to represent us. Women are the bedrock of the nation. They are nation builders. And if they are allowed to have special access, it gives us more representation and more development to the people. And as such, we want our senior colleagues, the senators of the Federal Republic, and the members of House of Representatives to look at this bill and pass it. So doing, it will enable us to have more women in the corridors of power and in decision-making.
We are pleading with the women to the legislative. They should accept this bill.
If you look at the historical background of this nation, women have been so much neglected, sidelined in the political corridor. So I want to call on the State Assembly, the House of Reps, and the Senate to expedite action in passing this bill.
When we look at the creations, when God started creation, he made a man. He said it is not complete until he brought a woman that will be a companion of a man, that bring the perfection of a stain of a man in the world. With that, if you look at it critically, this bill is not supposed to be a bill of debating. It's a bill of inheritance from that Bible. We did the needful, calling on the necessary people that are in charge of this bill passage should do the needful, do the justice, and pass this bill. for inclusiveness of women so that we concur with what God has done in the creation.
We call on the legislature to please, as a matter of urgency, to pass this into law so that we'll experience another dimension of politics, we'll experience another dimension of development, we'll experience inclusiveness in our political system. Thank you very much.
Thank you for Tunani initiative for bringing special seats bill awareness to us.
After learning about the Special Seats Bill, it became personal. Two communities, different contexts, one shared demand: inclusive governance. Nigeria's democracy continues to evolve. Yet, women's representation in legislative spaces remain disproportionately low. The Special Seats Bill represents more than numbers. It represents structural reform, it represents opportunity, it represents the possibility of governance that reflects the people it serves. From Suleja to Karu, one message echoed clearly: inclusion is a democratic necessity. When women have a seat at the table, communities prosper. When grassroots voices inform national reform, democracy deepens. Nigerian women ask with one voice: pass the Special Seats Bill.